Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the match of the week. This will be my premiere show. This is the first show of my new concept. Behind this show is simple. I'll be looking at matches from whatever promotion, doesn't matter if it's WWE, TNA, if it was from ROH, if it's from the National Wrestling Alliance, from WCW, WCW, it makes no difference. I'll see if I can find a good match and find out about the history about it, and then tell you how it played out. Now, this first match, you guys are going to know very well. And I will be leaving a connection below to the connection of the match on YouTube if it's findable. And in this case, an interview with The Undertaker himself. Yes. Undertaker versus Mankind, the 1998 Hell in a Cell match, where we saw history in the making. Now, around this time, around 1998, the WWE is still fighting with WCW for the Monday Night Wars. They're doing whatever they can to get the edge over Ted Turner. I'm sorry. Ted Turner was kicking their ass. Even though I wasn't truly looking at the product much at that time, I did hear some stuff about it, and I did manage once in a while to take a look. I knew Ted Turner at the time was kicking ass. Doing pretty damn well. But the end of it was, as we know, he lost. But I believe this is one of the defining moments that actually helped him to lose. The Undertaker and Mankind had a decent rivalry already by the time this match came out. But when this match came out, no one expected what was going to happen. Particularly once we saw Mick Foley, crashes into the table from that 15 to 16 feet of height. Now understand that that height at least, and I'm talking about off the top of the ring. I'm not talking from the floor. I'm talking from the rings, 15, 16 feet. We got at least 20 feet or more going to the ground. And Mick Foley's own cartilage broke through his own nose because of that fall, which I found to be shocking. A lot of people had thought that was some type of piece of cardboard that got stuck in the nose, but that was his own cartilage that poked right through his face. Shocking to see someone was willing to go through that to entertain. Now, when you look at the interview of The Undertaker, this is many years afterward, and he is the American Badass Undertaker at that time. You can see it from the video. He talks clearly that he didn't expect Mick Foley to go back into that ring and continue performing. He thought, it's done, you did great, fine, that's it. But he went back into that ring and fought him, and when that cage gave way and Mick Foley hit inside of that ring, they all truly thought that he had died from it. I guess they were kind of scared what would eventually happen. Thinking about Owen Hart, and this is before Owen Hart as far as I understand. Owen died before, after this, not before, if I'm remembering the dates correctly. This is well before he died, in I believe 1999. No one expected this, and no one expected what would happen to Owen Hart. But this really defined what the WWE could turn itself into. It was never known as a Smash Mouth type of promotion. It wasn't an ECW. It wasn't a WCW that was trying to take aspects of ECW and incorporate it into itself. Wasn't. But this was just the beginning of where the WWE just completely changed its type of wrestling, going from the golden age of wrestling, where it wasn't that overbearing amount of brutality, to this. It's really shocking to see. And the interview with The Undertaker is very profound. He really appreciates what he learned during that time and what he became. As we already know, the icon of The Undertaker is one of the strongest that exists right now. I mean, you can love the Bruno Sammartinos. You can love the Bob Backlunds like myself. And Brutus the Barber Beefcake. You can love, Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah! My warriors will show you that we will rise to the occasion and we will prevail. I was a warrior. I loved them. But you get my point. The Undertaker is way different than anybody that ever existed beforehand. And he really solidified, gave me a headache. I don't know how the Ultimate Warrior did that. The guy who did it, I just don't know. But you get my point. This was one hell of an amazing match. And it would be in my top 10 best matches of the year if I had one. Maybe I might actually think of it like that. I don't know. But you get my point. We gained a lot from this. But to be honest, because the WWE changed so radically from the golden age into the Attitude Era, we also lost something. And in the end, the way the PG era is defined because of what happened in the Attitude Era. Because we went over the top there at that time. I was in my 20s at that time. And everything in the WWE was over the top. So now in the PG era, well beyond that, everything seems eh. And sometimes we see brilliance of the Attitude Era, but we kind of went too far with it. It's like having too much of a good thing. So that's just my feeling on the match between The Undertaker and Mankind. Please give me a comment below how you felt about the Mankind and The Undertaker throwing his ass off that ring. The one part I liked is when he got back up onto that cage, was fighting him, and then drove him through that cage. That was the part I loved the most. It was. I enjoyed the hell out of that part a lot, just as much as when he flew off the ring. Off the cage. You see him botching because it was so damn epic. That was a great match. So give me your feelings about it and tell me, do you want me to continue doing these matches of the week? See ya!